All right. Well, hello everybody. Bit of a strange one. We are in on the PilotEdge network. I'm flying this time instead of working. We're doing the I-1. We're gonna see how terrible or good this goes. I'm honestly quite scared because I have limited experience with this airplane, but I have some understanding of the GTN, so we'll see how this goes. I didn't get to record the clearance. However, I can just read it out to everybody. We were assigned to 220 heading vectors to Seal Beach direct for the to the page. And in fact, I think I'm gonna probably change this GPS mode. I didn't know that you could scroll through that. The altitude will say.
Tower, November 999 Charlie Victor is over Silex LDH Charlie, circle line 16, right information, whiskey.
Number 99 Charlie Victor, Van Nuys Tower,
3000.
Morning, circle south of the field and enter the left base, runway 3, correction. Circle
We got heading 220 vector Seal Beach direct. We'll maintain 2, expecting 3 and 10. 28.1 and 26.8 is our next frequency. I kind of just remembered these things, you know. If we pull up the plate here, which maybe when I edit this, I'll add the plate. If we look at the ILS 20 approach plate for frequencies, 111.75 is already in there, so we'll just tune that now. And in fact, I will move this over here. A 197 course, just to confirm. Now, slightly off.
Palomar Airport after departure, flighting 175. Expect radar vectors Dana, then as filed, maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 2016.
Alright, it's tracking it. 197 is close enough.
Can you repeat the transponder code again, please?
We'll kind of see how it goes.
2016.
Assigned beacon code today for us was 5504.
75 degrees, radar vectors to Dana, flying at 5,000, 28.1, squawk 2016, 11 Charlie Tango.
Alright. Airport is ASDX equipped, so we should squawk altitude on all surface areas before requesting taxi. We are transmitting at 1268. We want to go to 128. That's the ground frequency. We don't have a COM 2, so we're just going to use COM 1. Heading is set. Altitude is set. I'll turn the taxi lights on. And I'll leave it there. Okay, we're about 1,000 RPMs. I really don't plan on doing any sort of run-up.
485 Victor radar service terminated, squawk VFR, connect Palomar Tower 11.
I don't have any charts, or let me rephrase. I don't have any checklists for this airplane, so I just I kind of just roll with it, you know. That's kind of how I am with flight sim. Let's set flight director mode, and we'll select heading mode. Okay, that's good. All right, let's call for taxi. Where are we currently at is the question. I think this is Clay Lacey.
Palomar Tower, good afternoon. Kodiak November 485 Victor is 10 miles from the north inbound, full stop with information. Stand by.
Clay Lacey might be a little bit up. Oh, that's the...
With information, Quebec for 85 Victor, thank you.
485 Victor, Palomar Tower, right base, runway 24.
Oh man, that's funny.
Runway 24, I'll report when I'm 2 miles out for 85 Victor.
Oh man, that got me kind of good.
Las Vegas Tower, Sierra November 734 Echo Foxtrot, holding short of 19er right for IFR departure.
734 Echo Foxtrot, Las Vegas Tower, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff, wind 0103.
Pretty busy right now.
Right, clear for takeoff. 734 Echo Foxtrot.
I really need to fix that laptop. That laptop is having some problems. Jelly Grounds, November 353 Romeo Foxtrot, West Ramp, ready for taxi. Information whiskey.
353 Romeo Foxtrot, Jelly Ground, runway 20 right, taxi Bravo Kilo.
20 right via Bravo Kilo, 353 Romeo Foxtrot. So, ATC will never assign at least for props, the full length, you'll always get the intersection at kilo. That's an internal SOP thing that we do, and that's really because if we have any jets,
Victor Bravo to the ramp. You can
they get
land
the
this
full
frequency
full runway, and we can give the room to the jets to take off. And honestly, it's not too degraded or damaging, at least distance-wise, for takeoff for the props. Anyways, I mean they still take off just fine. If they need it, they can request it. It's not a huge deal. I'm heading 220 set. Pitch is set, although I am probably going to zoom in here real quick just to make sure I don't miss kilo. Because I'm really scared. Like, as much as I love flying, especially when it's like a rating test, I'm like, man, I know I can do it. It's just like, is the plane gonna listen to me? And that's really gonna be the biggest contributing factor here. Alright, this is kilo right here. This is the next right.
7 Romeo Alpha, connect Point Magoo, approach 1.
Landing strobes come on. And yeah, screw the run up. We don't need it.
7 Romeo Alpha, connect Point Magoo,
I'm lazy.
approach 124.7.
The autopilot is all set up though, so we're good.
124.7 for 7 Romeo Alpha.
Palomar Tower, Kodiak 85 Victor is 2 miles from 24.
Number 485 Victor, runway 24, clear to land with 240 at 6.
24 clear land for 85 Victor, thank you.
734 Echo Foxtrot, connect Las Vegas departure.
Over to Las Vegas approach, 734 Echo Foxtrot.
I think we're good to go. So after departure, heading 220. Vectors to Seal Beach.
7 Romeo Alpha, need the altitude on every check-in on any frequency, please.
7,500, 7 Romeo Alpha.
7 Romeo Alpha, thank you. Camarillo altimeter 3007.
3007.
Okay.
Las Vegas approach, Sierra 734.
Super busy today.
On a 175 heading 4,500, climbing 7,000.
734 Echo Foxtrot, Las Vegas departure to contact.
It happens. I mean, there are just times I might be too quiet here. I'm just gonna quickly check before I get out of here. Although actually, it might be too loud. Okay, that's good. Jolly Tower, November 353, Romeo Foxtrot, short of 20 at kilo, ready for departure.
353 Romeo Foxtrot, Jolly Tower, runway 20 right at kilo, clear for takeoff, wind 200 at 6.
Alright, 20 at kilo, clear for takeoff, 353 Romeo Foxtrot. Okay. Parking brake comes off. Alright. Look out to the left side, it looks pretty clear to me. The right side looks okay.
Strike boulder, resume own navigation.
Move my cherry Coca-Cola out of the way, and we'll get it going here. We'll just hold the brakes for a little bit. We should be okay. And then kind of like the sky chicken thing. I have no experience real life in flying any airplane, but you know, why not? Hopefully this helps someone. It's good. Let go the like 60 knots will rotate the airplane. Go. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll do autopilot, IAS.
Palomar Tower, Kodiak 485 Victor is clear of runway 24, request taxi parking.
485 Victor, roger taxi.
Climb at about 75 knots, that'll be good. Going at 220
Alpha,
heading.
Ramp, remain this frequency for 85 Victor, thank you, have a good one.
I think that was for us. Just confirm 3 Romeo Fox to departure.
3 Romeo Fox, firm connect, so tell departure.
Departure, 3 Romeo Fox. I'm gonna turn up the radio. I did not hear him. And this is a good time to bring up the debug menu just to check the audio. Aha, here we go. SoCal departure November 353 Romeo Foxtrot out of 1000 for 2000 heading 220.
Number 353 Romeo Foxtrot, SoCal departure to contact, climb and maintain 3000.
3000, 3 Romeo Fox, like to request ILS 208.
Roger, expect that.
Cool. Okay, so we're on a 220 heading at 1400 feet. Beautiful John Wayne here. Oh man, I just love flying in the sim. You know, doesn't get any better. You know, I flew this little airplane the other day, and I flew it somewhere in Albuquerque Center on VATSIM because there was a student on, so I felt like giving him some non-towered IFR traffic. Just because it's a good way to practice procedures, especially for stuff like that. Especially for a place like Albuquerque Center because of how much space you work. It's just expected to see stuff like that, you know. Alright. Everything's in the green. The fuel flow is kind of what concerned me a little bit on departure, but I think that's actually fine. Especially for max power. Not a huge deal. So, if we start briefing for this approach procedure, we'll notice that
3 Romeo Foxtrot, turn right heading 010 vector for the approach.
010, 3 Romeo Fox. So I'll turn to 010, we'll keep briefing this procedure. It's not too difficult, honestly.
On Wayne ground, Skyhawk 11 Charlie Tango at the ramp near Bravo and Hotel.
I would argue it's a lot...
Charlie Tango, John ground, turn your transponder on, please.
Lot simpler than some people make it. So for straight in, I don't know what category we are. I'm going to assume...
Transponder on 11 Charlie Tango.
Yeah, still not seeing it down there.
We're within the ABCD category, so the minimums for us is 255 feet barometric or 200 feet. Okay, we're cruising, so we can probably go and reduce to like 2200 RPMs. That'll be okay.
I 11 Charlie Tango, there it is, runway 20 right, taxi Bravo Kilo.
20 right, taxi Bravo Kilo.
Biggest
11
things
Charlie
I
Tango.
consider, right, are the frequency, the approach course, the missed approach procedure if we happen to go miss. So it's a straight out climb to 3000 on a localizer south course 106, so just following the outbound course, and then to Minnow intersection, and then hold at Minnow. Or, I'm sorry, there is no hold at Minnow, just go to Minnow, so disregard that. The only hold that's published is for Seal Beach if you request the alternate. We're not going to be circling. There is a reference for, like, from final approach fix to missed approach point in knots to minutes. The approach speed for this airplane is about 60 knots, so it's
597 Romeo Alpha, connect SoCal approach 134.2.
roughly kind of like a Skyhawk, just a lot smaller.
That's SoCal approach on 134.2 for 7 Romeo Alpha.
I would just say, in this case, because we can program it into here, I think I'm just going to do that. I'm going to end up activating the approach 2. I don't know if there's a way. Can we set like a...
SoCal approach,
minimums?
Diamond 597 Romeo Alpha, level 7,500 with Yankee.
597 Romeo Alpha, SoCal approach, Burbank.
Oh.
3007.
Hey! That's awesome.
7 Romeo Alpha.
PilotEdge connect and disconnect. So we could probably spam that button and it'll like disconnect us. Yeah, not too much really for me to consider. I just know that the minimums are around 200 feet. We could probably do the time from the missed approach point. Although what I find interesting is that there is no glide slope. I'm sure that'll come back. Disable downwind ILSs. It's very interesting. I think we already did that. But yeah, we kind of just hang out now and just plan for it, really. Oh, here we
Wayne
go.
Towers, Skyhawk 11 Charlie Tango at Kilo and 20 right, ready for IFR departure with Whiskey.
Now, there's a
Charlie Tango, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
multitude of ways to fly this. I mean, you can obviously use the autopilot like I'm going to do,
11 Charlie Tango.
because that's the easiest. Or you can hand fly it. I've seen a lot of pilots where they'll hand fly the stuff. Like I had a guy one time who was live streaming, and I was watching a stream while I was controlling. And he flew the I-7, but he hand flew it. Or I'm sorry, it was the I-8 rating. He was flying to San Diego, and I just thought it was so interesting because I would have never done that, especially with how jumpy I am with hand flying airplanes. Especially in like the soup, I'm very trusty of my autopilot and making sure that I know how to use it first before I ever fly on like a flight sim network. So that's, you can do it either of those two ways, just hand fly it, or use the autopilot. I was considering using the Cessna 150, but to be honest, I realized that I was flying this plane, and I actually really like this plane. This is a really fun one to fly. The glide slope is having some problems, which is funny. We're 6 miles out, so we're not quite at Lemon yet, but we are approaching it. The glide slope is having some problems if you look closely in there. It's kind of funny, but I think this should work. I can't think of any reason why this wouldn't work. And I kind of realize now why we have an MVA of like 6,000, 8,000 over here is because of these mountains. Like, it's not like terribly high, but it's high enough to where it's concerning. I never really thought about that. All right.
734 Echo Foxtrot, connect LA Center 124.85.
124.85, 734 Echo Foxtrot.
11 Charlie Tango, connect SoCal departure.
Connect SoCal departure, thank you, 11 Charlie Tango.
I won't actually activate the procedure. I'm just gonna have it up for reference.
SoCal departure, 11 Charlie
I already
Tango
have
with
it
you
implemented,
at,
so there's no reason to activate the
1,000,
Garmin, in my
climbing to
opinion.
5,000.
1 Charlie Tango, SoCal departure to contact. 734 Echo Foxtrot, LA Center, good afternoon, Las Vegas, altimeter 3009er.
Pretty simple rating though, I will say. I mean, it is the I-1, so like the only thing you are doing is just flying the ILS. But it can be tricky, so I don't disagree.
SoCal departures are 733 Charlie Mike, IFR to Victorville.
733 Charlie Mike, SoCal approach, where are you?
This is 733 Charlie Mike, we are flying from Corona to Victorville. IFR.
Number 733 Charlie Mike, roger, clear to the Victorville Airport via the Paradise VOR. Victor 442, Apples, direct, maintain 6,000. Expect 9,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.4. Squawk 4605, hold for release.
This is 733 Charlie Mike, cleared to Victorville, filed via PDZ, Victor 472, Apple Struct, 6,000 altitude, expect 9,005, departure frequency 135.4, squawk 4605, hold for release.
3 Charlie Mike, it's Victor 442 to Apples, the rest of the readback is correct.
Victor 442 to Apples, this is 733 Charlie Mike.
3 Charlie Mike, roger, readback correct. Hold for release, advise me when you're number 1 for departure, ready to go. .597 Romeo Alpha, connect Burbank Tower 118.7.
118.7 for 7 Romeo Alpha. Burbank Tower, Diamond 597 Romeo Alpha. Descending through 5,200.
Number 597 Romeo Alpha, Burbank Tower, make straight runway 8, report 3 mile final.
Runway 8, report a 3 mile final. Runway 7 Romeo Alpha.
3 Romeo Foxtrot, turn right heading 170.
1703 Romeo Fox.
Correction, 100.
Sorry, 1003 Romeo Fox. 100 heading? We're basically getting vectored to final now, so. So we're 14 miles out. So we'll be behind Snake. Snake requires us to be at 3,400, but the vector is probably going to be to Hookem or Lemon, which is fine. I've had one time where someone got confused about the altitude at Snake and thought I was vectoring them to Snake, but the actual reality was I was vectoring to Hookem. So Snake isn't completely relevant anymore. And you can just kind of avoid it if your ATC gives you a position relative to a different fix ahead of that position. So I was vectoring a person to Hookem, but the guy thought I was vectoring him to Snake. So it was very interesting.
Romeo Foxtrot, 5 miles from Hookem, turn right heading 170, maintain 3,000 till established on the localizer, quit ILS from 20 right approach.
Right, 170, 3,000 till established, quit ILS 20 right, 3 Romeo Fox. Alright, so we're turning. So he vectored us to Hookem there. So the altitude at Hookham is 2,800, so we can maintain 3,000 until we are established on a localizer. Then we'll start following the posted altitude. So we'll hit nav mode once we get closer, once I see the line come in. The airport's out in the distance, I can see it. Just in a scenario like this, I would be, I probably could fly with Zulu weather and fly with IMC all the way down to minimums. That'd be kind of cool. Oops. There we go. Did not mean to hit that.
So departure
Comes the,
Charlie Mike, ready for departure.
Comes the green line. Gets a little bit closer. We'll hit nav mode now.
733 Charlie Mike.
There's nav
Release
1.
for departure, time 2002, clearance void if not off by 2010.
So I think the plane automatically sets it.
Frequency approved, report everyone.
Is for departure.
The approach mode as well.
This is Andre Charlie Mike, is for departure.
Turning. Set the heading to a 197 heading. So we'll set it to 196. Okay, so we're established. 26.8 is the next frequency because we're going to 208, so it's 208 runway. Light slope still coming in, 90 knots. So look 1. Alt is still 3,000 because we have not captured the glide slope, but we will capture it. There it goes. So glide slope captured. Okay. Quickly correct, and we're going to bring back the power to about 2,000 RPMs. And we're correctly flying the ILS, so we're overhead Hookham at 2,800. Like right at Hookham at 2,800, which is perfect. Missed approach altitude's 3,000, so we'll keep that set. If in the event we go missed, we'll just hit GPS. Actually, in the flight...
3 Romeo Fox, connect John Wayne Tower 126.8.
26.8, 3 Romeo Fox. John Wayne Tower, November 353, Romeo Fox, should ILS 208.
353 Romeo Fox, John Wayne Tower, wind 190 at 5, runway 20 right, clear to land.
208, clear to land, 3 Romeo Fox.
Burbank Tower, Diamond 7 Romeo Alpha, 3 mile final runway 8.
7 Romeo Alpha, runway 8, clear to land, wind 140 at 6.
So it actually
runway
worked out
8, clear to land,
great.
7 Romeo Alpha.
So that that worked out better than I thought it would, which is nice. Oh, CHT is a little low. I'm not too sure what that value means. Like I said, I'm not a pilot. I have no idea what this stuff means. I just like this plane. Right, like I said, around 60 knots, 60 to 70 knots is the sweet spot. I think is what the number is in this airplane. It's 20. We got another set of flaps. Airplane kind of corrected itself a little bit. It's got a lot of energy to burn, so. Already passed Lemon, so I could have done the timer, but I kind of forgot. Oh, we're kind of pointed down, just a little. Just a little. What's our...
Circle depth is Charlie Mike, 1,500 climbing 6,000.
733 Charlie Mike, SoCal approach ident.
Yeah, I didn't realize we were at like a -7 degree. That's pretty, steep.
Charlie Mike, thank you. Radar contact over the Paradise VR. Climb and maintain 9,000.
Climb and maintain 9,000 for Paradise VR.
Alright, we can probably turn the autopilot off. So, I'm visually looking at the runway. I'm also following my instruments as well. Yeah. The Diamond DV20 is honestly really good. I didn't really fly it that much.
Taxi Delta to the monitor ground, pass for the Cat 8.
Because I had the Cessna 150 commuter I got from V-Flight Air, and I really liked it.
Via Delta, thanks for the Cat 8.
500.
500, we're stable. Do some power, just a little bit more. Ooh, yeah, the power lines there. We're at 80 knots, but whatever. Should be okay. Just the pitch all the way to the ground is just crazy. I haven't really tried to land this plane before, so gotta see how this goes. About 80 knots there. Minus 6-7 feet. That's hilarious. And Tower 3, Remy Foxtrot's clear on Foxtrot. Now we're going back to a signature.
Romeo Foxtrot. Taxi Bravo to signature, monitor ground 120.8. That's for the I-1.
Alright, ground 120.8, Bravo to parking, 3 Romeo Fox. Thanks, man.
See you, man.
Alright, 20.8. Transfer and we'll monitor. Bring the flaps up. Lights come off. Bring the power back up to 1,000 just so airplane has a little bit more power. Strobes come off. And we'll just kind of go back to where we were. I don't really know where we were exactly, but I do know that we were somewhere over here. So, without crashing into one of these static airplanes, let's kind of find a spot here. We'll go park next to Cessna. I think this is where we were.
734 Echo Foxtrot to Kingman, altimeter 3008.
Yeah, we were right here, I think. Just about. Okay, parking brake comes on. We'll turn our transponder off since we are no longer flying. We will turn the pulse, taxi, and position lights off. We'll fill the mixture. Start. Phones off. Next, come off. And we're done flying. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys kind of enjoyed this. I mean, it's very simple, but it's a very good start into some of the IFR practice you could potentially see or be doing on PilotEdge. So, if you guys enjoyed, we'll see you.